how to improve your pronunciation and speak English more naturally. That's what we're going to talk about in this English lesson. If you don't know me very well, hi, I'm Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because there's always something new to help you on your journey to fluency. But here we go, speaking English naturally, especially if you're here, it means you are a pre-intermediate or an intermediate student. This is the level I help students at an intermediate level. And speaking more naturally requires specific training, yes, because you're not a beginner anymore. This is very important. What you did as a beginner will have to change as an intermediate speaker, especially if you want to advance to a better and more professional level. Maybe you need English at work. Maybe you need English during meetings and you want to sound more polished and professional. So working on pronunciation is mandatory, and I'm going to share really interesting and easy to implement strategies so that you can improve your pronunciation and speak more clearly. This is something that I do with my students in my academy. I have a program, the Real English Academy, and inside my academy, I have lessons to help my students on pronunciation so that they can speak more clearly, because pronunciation is part of the game, guys. Do not exclude pronunciation from your plan, okay? Now, the first thing you need to understand is connected speech. Native speakers are constantly linking sounds. And this, for us non-native speakers, especially you as a student, will give you the impression that native speakers speak too fast. Oh my God, they speak too quickly, Teacher Prix, I never understand them. Well, if you want to improve not only your pronunciation, but your comprehension, you have to pay attention to connected speech and include connected speech exercises, drills during your plan. When you're studying English, I don't know how often you study and how you organize the way you study, but you have to include, okay? Because they don't simply speak fast. They are connecting the words, and there are rules that you need to study to discover how you can do the same, because this is something we need to practice. If you are at an intermediate level, you need to start working on this so that you can speak with a better flow. So many students are feeling uncomfortable about their English, and they should be paying attention to their flow. When they speak, do they break too much? Do they have too many separations? This is what you need to work on, okay? There are 5 types of connected speech rules that you need to learn about, okay? We have catenation, which is linking. I will come back with another video here on my channel to talk about each type of connected speech, okay? But a brief introduction. We have linking words, when we connect the sounds, and there are rules that you need to understand. It is not just listen, oh, okay, fine. No, there are explanations, okay? We have intrusion, when we add a sound. Sometimes we listen to a word and it feels like it's a different word. No, there is an inclusion of a sound. Elision, when we eliminate a sound. Let's see what else. Assimilation, when we put 2 sounds together and it creates a new sound. And geminates, when we have identical sounds, twin sounds. And these are all lessons you need to include when you're studying pronunciation, because you need to understand what they are, how they work, when you use them, and then practice with my first recommendation here in this video is with short sentences. Short sentences targeting specific connected speech pronunciation drills. Because as I told you, there are 5 types. So for each exercise you do for short sentences, what is a short sentence? I work in an office. Okay, that's a very short sentence. But I'm already using connected speech. So I would recommend practicing short sentences, working on specific connected speech rules. So that is the #1 exercise you can do. And if you type this on Google, you're going to find a lot of results. Of course, you're going to have to filter what to do, what not to do. But this is my recommendation if you want to improve your pronunciation and speak more naturally. This feeling of naturally speaking, this sensation you want to have, is connected to how you put sentences together. There is more, okay? I will show you 2 more things you have to do, but this is one of them, okay? Connecting the words in a sentence will give that impression of flow, something flowing more smoothly, more naturally, which is what you're looking for. And there's no escape, guys. You have to do this with short sentences and more. I will show you more. The second thing, I know you learned the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but that is not enough. If you want to speak clearly, if you want to improve your pronunciation and speak more naturally, so we need to review or maybe study, maybe your case is to study and learn to review the consonant sounds and the vowel sounds and learn the proper movement we have to make when using the consonant sounds or the vowel sounds. These guys, you have no idea. This is such a common mistake. So mastering the sounds properly, the proper movement is essential if you want to improve your pronunciation and speak more clearly. Some students don't know how to make certain sounds. They create sounds, they take sounds from their native language and they don't take the time to work on learning how to make the sound. And this is something you need to do, okay? For example, the TH sound. This is a sound that is very difficult for students. In my academy, we have one part of a lesson just to work on the TH sound because it is very challenging. So, and we have more lessons about that, but my focus here is, okay, what are difficult consonant sounds for you, vowel sounds for you? So you need to come up with exercises. And here we have individual words. You can group words. I will talk about that. You can group words based on a certain sound. So for example, the 2 types of TH sound. You can write down a short list of words that have the TH sound, the 2 types, differently, and then work on understanding how to make the proper movement, and then repeat and repeat and repeat, because you need to condition your mouth, your jaw, your tongue, your teeth, all your mouth, everything here. You need to condition like a muscle. You need to create physical memory of the movement, and you can only do that by repetition, okay? And guys, before I continue, I will give you more recommendations. I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, you know, if you could share this video with a friend, that really helps the channel. But let's keep going. The vowel sounds, okay? So examples of practice. We have here I think it's 23 vowel sounds, or 20. My math is not very good. Like 7, 12, 20. So work on them. These are all the vowel sounds, okay? I recommend working on words individually. So you can go to Google and you can type, oh, vowel sounds in English, words, pronunciation exercise. Because then you can find a short, it doesn't have to be a very long list, okay? But a list with 10 words per sound, okay? 10 words per sound. And repeat. Learn how to make the movement. I don't teach this here on my YouTube channel, okay? But I know many teachers do. So you can find videos where they teach. I will give another recommendation, which is actually my favorite. That's what I use to study and to teach. That's my favorite way to teach the movement and the repetition of these sounds, okay? But you can easily find videos on YouTube where teachers show the proper movement. That is a very important thing. And then you can pick 10 words per sound and work on them. Condition your mouth to repeat these sounds more naturally as possible. Okay? So this is something you're going to do. And the same goes with consonant sounds. The voiced sounds, the voiced consonant sounds, and the voiceless consonant sounds. I don't know if you know the difference, but a voiced consonant sound has voice vibration on your vocal cords. Conversely, a voiceless consonant sound has only air. Okay, so that is the difference. And we need again to make the proper movement. So many students confuse the P and the B. Huh? It's very common. So here I want you to pick, okay, for all the consonant sounds, pick a list of words. You can pick 5 per consonant sound or 10 per consonant sound. And you can work on pronouncing those words repeatedly. Okay, you can practice this for about 15-20 minutes a day. That's golden. And my favorite, absolutely my favorite book to work on pronunciation is American Accent Training. I will leave this recommendation here in the description of this video of where you can buy. It's not for free. You have to buy this book, and it's not mine, okay? But it contains all the explanations you need about sounds, about how to make proper movements, exercises. You know, I strongly recommend getting this book if you are at an intermediate level. If you are a beginner, let it go, let it go. You have bigger fish to fry, okay? But if you are an intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced, definitely use American Accent Training, okay? It is amazing. Strongly recommend. So how do you do this exercise? And you could do this with vowels. You could do this with consonant sounds. It doesn't matter. You're going to pick the ones that are more difficult for you. So sometimes I see students speaking in my academy. I listen to my students speaking in English. You know, they have exercises to speak English. And I notice sometimes they confuse the B, and the V sound. They confuse the M and the N sound. The TH, the two types of TH. So I would pick here something that you can include additionally is tongue twisters, okay? For example, Barbara loves the velvet vest best. For someone who has problems with the V and the B, this is difficult. Barbara loves the velvet vest best. It's the idea of the tongue twister is to confuse your brain and make you remember the physical movement, the movement here in your mouth. So using tongue twisters will be great. Okay, so you can go to Google and you can type, oh, tongue twisters with the B and V sound. Tongue twisters with TH sound. And you can do this with the vowels as well. Okay, let me go back. Vowel sounds with the A and I. It's fine, okay? You will find this as well. It is very common to find tongue twisters online. You have tongue twisters for all the sounds in English, okay? All the vowel sounds, all the consonant sounds, you just have to search for them. So here, M and N. This is a difficult sound to some students. So using the tongue twisters will be great, but take a step back and start with the individual words to master the movement. Once you master that list of 10 words, then you can move on to the tongue twister, okay? So these two tips, they work together. I don't want you to get stressed because you're not going to do this perfectly. If you're trying to, reach perfection, that is not going to happen. You're just going to feel frustrated because, oh, I can't do it. Start slowly. Start by learning how to make the movement with the vowel sounds, with the TH sounds, the consonant sounds actually. Then move on to lists of words that target those sounds. Then we move on to the tongue twisters. Amazing, with vowel and consonant sounds. And finally, icing on the cake, shadowing. This is my favorite exercise. It's one I do the most when it comes to learning pronunciation more intuitively. Why? When you do shadowing, you don't see the rules. You don't see anyone teaching you, oh, this is how you make the sound. No, that doesn't happen. What happens is you will listen to a short extract, okay, a short audio file, video, movie, short. It has to be short. And you need to use the transcript, the subtitles, or the transcript if you have available. For example, my students in my academy have the transcript of the listening exercises they do in the academy so that they can work on shadowing. But if you're using videos on YouTube, you can, and I will give a recommendation too, okay? I will leave a recommendation of a video you can use today, okay? It has to be short because it is difficult. I will not lie to you and say, oh, piece of cake, just go, just do it, Nike. No, it doesn't work that way. So you will listen to the short extract, and while the speaker is speaking, you will imitate the speaker's voice. Ups and downs, flat. You will try to imitate the intonation as much as possible, connecting the sentences as much as possible. Why do I say as much as possible? Because I know it'll be difficult. I know it'll be challenging. And that's why I tell you to pick a short audio file, because you will repeat this many, many times until you feel a little bit more comfortable, okay? So let's say you want to find something to shadow on Google, on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and then you can type the name of the movie, the name of the TV show, whatever it is that you want to do. I recommend using TV shows. The Night Agent, very nice show, by the way, make sure to watch it. The Night Agent plus clips, okay? Because when you type clips, YouTube will give you results of short scenes from that TV show. Then you're gonna pick one, okay? You will turn on the subtitles. Let me tell you, the subtitles from YouTube will not be 100% correct, okay? But it's better than nothing. You are studying alone. You don't have a program to help you. You don't have an organized plan. So you have to do this by yourself. Use that subtitle, okay? It's better than nothing. Those subtitles will be better than not having anything, because to do shadowing, you need the subtitles, okay? And for example, this video that I'm going to recommend today, it's 1 minute and 30 seconds. It is hard, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, it is hard. I had to practice many times because that's what shadowing is. You pick a very short audio file, you repeat and repeat and repeat until you become as familiar with the way they're speaking as possible. Try to imitate when they go up and down, the flow, the speed. That is a wonderful exercise and much more intuitive. And it'll be, in my opinion, it'll be a much more efficient way to help you work on your pronunciation so that you can speak English more clearly, more naturally, anywhere, anytime. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to share this video with a friend, subscribe to the channel. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!